Increasingly, the Republican nominating process closely resembles a schoolyard in an elementary school, with bullying and name-calling and "so's your mother" and all of that stuff. And candidates like Cruz and occasionally Trump, and Kasich certainly, are calling for voters to get past that and urging candidates to stick to the issues. But I believe that this name-calling, this kind of rowdyism, is ultimately very useful in choosing a president because it goes to the president's judgment, personality, and really dignity, and also his ability to improvise and to handle conflict. It's really only in the crucible of this kind of crazy conflict that you really see what a person is like. And when we talk about the issues, most of the time the issues have nothing to do with the next 4 to 8 years of the administration. The whole focus in the Obama-Hillary campaign for the nomination was on Iraq, and that turned out not to be the major issue of the at least first 4 years of Obama's presidency. I remember vividly when Gore and Bush debated in 2000, they talked about the lockbox to keep the surplus, to use it to benefit Social Security. They talked about covering prescription drugs on Social Security. Nobody mentioned the word terrorism. And 9 months after Inauguration Day, the towers come crashing down, and that's all anybody talks about, yet it was never mentioned in any of the debates or in the campaign. The important thing is to realize we're voting for an office where the person who holds it has vast powers, a vast agenda, and what his or her persona is like, personality is like, judgment, discernment, temperance, all of those things really matter. And in the last week or so, we've seen a lot about Trump's and Cruz's respective judgment, persona, personality, discretion, dignity, all of that stuff. Now, I'm not going to draw conclusions for you. You can draw them for yourself and witness the events. But I just wanted to make the point that their reactions are worth studying and worth assimilating, because ultimately, the job of the United States president is temperament. I remember vividly when I would meet with President Clinton, sometimes alone in the residence. And as I walked outside the door, there was a Marine guard sitting there on a chair, folding chair, and he was clutching a briefcase. And we all know what that briefcase was and what the implications of it would be if the president would have pushed the button that was within it. Well, when you give a guy that kind of power, or a woman that kind of power, you need to ask what they're made of. You need to ask how they respond to conflict. Do they personalize it? Do they get over it easily? Do they get stuck in it? And I think that's a very important consideration in how we vote for president. Thanks for watching.